Oh no. Okay, I think I had just forgotten about the mic. Now it's working. Alright, so I'll just take you through all the players who are playing. Vidit Gujarat is here, and we have some grandmasters. I'll just maybe pin down all the messages. Hi Rahul Krishna. Yeah, I had turned off the mic by mistake, and now it's okay. I'm sorry about that. Apologies. First, to clear, Mr. Jignesh, we have already announced the winner. I have got a confirmation from Rakesh, so that's about it. Thank you, Sibin Rahul, for telling me about the noise. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll be back. Alright, so we will start in about 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let me just pin a message. We have GM Vidit, Prag, Harsha, Misak, Aditya, Inyan, Kartikeyan. Who else? I think Ratnakaran, Gahan, Nitin, and more stars. I think these are the main players I see right now. Of course, there are other FIDE masters. I had Aradhya, Nilotpal Das. Who else? So I'll just add as and when I remember more names. And I'll just pin this message. Yeah, so these are the players playing. Hi Rahul Krishna. Hi Deepak. Hi Avyaya Bhatt. Hi Rahul Krishna. And yes, so let's get started. I'm playing against Jeffrey Zhang in the first round. Alright, I think everything is fine. Just let me know if the voice is also good. Okay, I'm just waiting for Jeffrey Zhang to make his first move. There you go. We have started the match. I think I'll go with the basic Nimzo Indian. Keep it very simple. Now this is not what I was expecting. So knight f3. What do I do? I think I'll just go castles. Maybe play f6 first. If he takes, okay, I'm happy with it. Okay, he doesn't take. So maybe I can go d4. I can go. I have different options. I think I'll go for queen e8. I take. This was my plan, to play rook c3, then knight e4, and then get f5. Let's see how this works out. Hi Sutu Patel, I am okay. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Jignesh, I have told you already. This is a confirmation I have received that the winner has been contacted. And I have been seeing your messages for a while. Please don't spam. This is a request. You will definitely get another opportunity to, get your chance at getting a diamond membership. I am not sure. I was not there during that giveaway, and I've got confirmation that it's sorted already. The winner has been chosen. Alright, g5, bg3, f4. I think I'm going a slightly more aggressive. Knight g3, f g3, e4. I think I could go that way. I could also go f4. But I think I'll go and then go e4. Seems interesting. Position is interesting. I'll develop my bishop, get my queen to g6. Though my position kingside is slightly exposed. Jignesh, the winner, was contacted privately. That's what I know. Thank you, Surya. Please, this is about Title Tuesday, Jignesh. Please don't post any messages pertaining to it henceforth. Thank you. Alright. So let's go queen g6, and I think I will try to double this rook. But maybe first put the king away from danger. Don't want to be in this diagonal. And now maybe play rook f7, get the rook to f8. Okay, cd. Maybe he wants to go rook c7. Oh, this was something I had not expected. So let me go bishop a4, offer the exchange of rooks, queen d4. Okay, my pawn is attacked here. Must move a6, knight a5. What's the idea? I am not sure, so I'll just go king h7. I think I'm doing fine. So all the viewers, how are you doing? How is life? How are you making use of the break? What are you doing these days? Okay. My opponent is taking time for some reason. Okay, maybe f4, g. I think I can go f4, right? But maybe not. Just go rook g7, then go f4, so that g2 is a visible target. From the results, Visak has won, Aditya Mittal has won. The rest of us, we are still playing. Rook c8. What is the idea though? Oh, this is the idea. Now I know. Can I go knight h5? I'll first take this and then maybe go this way and take up this pawn. I want to take the d5 pawn. Hi Kashyap. Life is not fair. Need to hustle a lot. But yeah, happens. But did anybody say that it's going to be fair? It isn't, yeah. Queen d5, I think I'll take this and take this. Oh, so with this what it does is also takes care of the pawn there. Very good move by my opponent. Now this check I have to deal with. Bishop f5 is a deadly check and I don't like facing it, but I don't have a choice. Oh no, I'm forced to exchange the queens now. I think I did not play, the play in the last two moves was pretty loose. Yeah, this is bad. Very shabby I felt at the end. The way I handled the end game was not up to the mark. Kashyap, hi. Let's look at what happened in the games of Indian stars. Let's see. Kahan is going to win this game. He's a piece up. Then we have Karthikeyan Murli getting a win there. Vidit has won. He's employed a pretty sound system with knight f3, Reti opening. Yeah, his opponent just gave up a piece, you see. Alright. Harshabharat Koti has won. And his opponent employed the Bogo Indian. This is what I was planning to employ. But my opponent somehow converted it to a line that I am not really so aware of. Okay, this was fine. Let's see if there is any game that's going on and we can still catch it. Let's see. No, I don't see any Indian games going on right now. But yeah, let's take a look at how Praggnanandhaa won his game. Praggnanandhaa employed the first move, b3. Wow. Okay, so now it's a traditional Reti. Wow, this is a good piece arrangement to remember if you are a player who plays fianchetto openings. I think this is a good one to remember. Oh, I think I already like black because black has double bishops. And it's not easy to attack this weakness. I mean, you cannot even call this a weakness, I think, because it's compensated by the pawn on a3. I'm really curious, how did he manage to turn this game? Oh, this decision I don't like. Okay, but still he's a pawn down. But let's see how. We'll come back to that game and see how. Oh, the game got closed. So the next round is starting. Never mind. So I'm trying to see the next round pairing. Yeah. So let's try some gambits today. I'm in the mood to do some gambits. So the first gambit I'm going to try is this one, the Halloween, where I'm just giving a piece. It has served me well, I must say. Attacking f7. Yeah, the old scholar's mate. Also attacking this, but I'm not really so keen on taking on b7. Okay, I think it's safe to castle now, right? I think so. Now I'm also like taking a look at the pawn on b7. Maybe I can capture it. c6. This is slightly more. I think I'll just take this and take this. This is a miss. My opponent missed. My opponent is a candidate master, by the way. He just missed that the a8 rook is hanging, I think. Okay. I think the job is over, so let's come back and develop the bishop. I want to get c4 and d5 and then target this bishop, but my opponent is clever. He has seen that it was part of my idea to play c4 and d5, and so he has restricted it. That was a good move by my opponent. queen c6. Okay, I understand that. How about f3? Just cutting it off. Okay, if he takes, I'll just take and then take this. But of course, he's not going to take. He has seen the threat. f4, take. I think now also he cannot really take because of rook b8. Because I have just got additional support. Jignesh, I have told you already, please refrain from asking me about it. Knight b6. Okay. Not sure. I think I'm going to play f6 next and threaten a mate. But okay, I think I will have to spend a move on defending g2. Alright, knight c4. Can I take this knight? I think so. I think that was a blunder. Okay, rook d1, that's okay. I'm okay with exchanging queens. Yeah, it's good. My opponent resigned. Gahan is playing against Vidit, and Gahan is white in this game. Me, Gahan, Vidit, we have been playing from, let's say, from the same age category, 94 born. It's good to see this clash. It's giving a tough fight, I think, because this position is already very much in. It was in white's favor, but after fe3, I think Vidit is suddenly having a lot of threats. fg3 he could do, and yeah, this endgame, I don't know. I think black is better if you take queen d6 and then play king f5. But the point here is Vidit has less time and Gahan is white. Let's see. I think he should head in a draw. King g3, h4, maybe king f3 and e4 possible. Yeah, this is what I was considering. So de4, king e4, king e6. But these pawns are outside passers. So I don't know how things can change. a6 very important move, I think, to make sure that this pawn stays on a7. You are grabbing an extra tempo from the opponent. Somebody has offered a draw, definitely. I just heard it. c5. Oh, I think g4 was winning there, but now I'm not sure. cd5, king d5, g4, edgy, c6, g3. I think it's important to follow Gahan to spot edgy, king d6. This is heading towards a draw. King d6, g3, c6, g2, c7, g1 queen, c8 queen, and that important to note that queen is protecting the pawn on a6. So that's a sequence for Gahan to make. Also there is king e4, king e6, king f4, king d6, king 4. That is also draw, I think. Yeah, so they're going to take this draw, and then Gahan will just reach a1 and it's going to be a draw. Yeah, this is a draw. Drawn king and pawn endgame. Good result for Gahan there, who was drawn his game against Vidit. Okay. Alright, so let's update it. Waiting. Hi, Mike Zacharias. What Simons is doing on the thumbnail? Okay, so that's a good result for Gahan, and we'll have to see if Vidit can make a comeback and make up for the half point. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's go to the next games. Ratnakaran has lost. Okay. Ronak Sadhwani has won. He moves on to 2 points. And Karthikeyan Murli has also won. Nitin has won. I think now Nitin is on 2. So there are a lot of players who are on perfect scores. Harsha Bharat Koti has also won. So let's take a look at the game of Harsha Bharat Koti. Let's see how he's won. Here Harsha Bharat Koti was black and is employing the Queen's Gambit. Accepted. Okay. Okay, seems like things are going fine. Okay, somewhere here things changed. In this position, he went for bishop f6, allowing knight b6. The drawback of the bishop moving to f6 is that the c5 knight feels a little loose. Maybe black could have played f6 and e5, but after bishop f6, knight b6, the knight c5 starts to feel loose, and you see 2 threats already. So that is where his opponent got an advantage, but it seems like he gave it away. Let's see. Yeah, the advantage is already 2 less for a win. His opponent gave the exchange back to reach a position in which he could make the moves easily. The position is very close to a draw. Wow. So this is a long fight. So with great difficulty, Harsha Bharat Koti was able to win this one. Now this knight, I have a hunch that this knight could be pinned. Yeah? Okay, so he won in a rook endgame. Rook b6 protecting the pawn, but this was a blunder. Oh, so that's the story of this game. Rook g6. That's how chess is, folks. That one move can change everything. Hi, Swapnil. Hi, the hawk. Yeah. I have this quote that sometimes problems will continue to remain as long as you are there. So we can't do much. What to do? Hi the hawk, how are you doing? Are you all keeping up with your puzzles every day? Are you doing puzzles every day? Are you doing practice every day? And did you try new variants? In the last 2 weeks I have been in love with this bug house. I've been playing a lot of bug house. Alright, so this is French. I'm going to try a special move, which is g3. I like this opening against the French. You can try this if you want to play in in a style that is slightly original, not so much cherry, then you can go e4, e6, g3. Don't forget to tag me when you play the game. Alright, so you see this pawns, and it's good to see such pawns, the pawn structure that way. b6. Let's put the knight to d2. Can I go g4? Let's push this pawn and see. By the way, Grandmaster Nirutpal Das is making his debut probably in Dial Tuesday. He's on 1 point right now. Okay, coming back to my game. I'm playing against a woman FIDE master from Spain. f6. I like that for myself. I don't think that's the best move. Because it somehow helps me to create the hooks that I want. I'm going to put g5 very soon. By the way, Ronak Sadhwani is also playing, and there's also a clash happening between Praggnanandhaa and Mitrabha Guha. Both are strong juniors. And on the other side, we have Vidit Gujarati playing against chess masters, and Gahan is playing against Salem AR Saleh. Very exciting matchups. Queen b6. I think I can go g5 and attack this bishop and see where they go. 1900 puzzles. Oh, great. 1900 is a good number for puzzles. And if you do a puzzle rush survival mode, what is the score you reach? 1215 blitz. I've started doing publishing this series about just one chess tip in less than 30 seconds. I think you can follow the first 2 tips that I gave you. We'll be publishing more, but I think at your level you can win a lot of games by just keeping an eye on opponents' unprotected pieces. Queen b2. Okay, I have given enough pawns. Let's focus on at least capturing some. Okay, let's go h6 first. Gh. My idea is to go queen e1, queen g3. e5. What is the threat? Let's go bishop h2. I like his move e5. Her move e5. I like it because it blocks this range. But you see, my opponent is clever. She played e4 and she knows that she has to get back to this lineup, this range. Okay, I can get a piece here. I think this was a move missed by my opponent. But okay, I must see that the knight is also hanging. It's not that winning, but I have the advantage. I can say. Yeah, you watched it. Very good. Okay. Can I play queen b7? I'll first take this and see what it does. So now if the queen moves, I can happily take this. If the king takes, then I'll take the bishop first. Yeah, my opponent missed this move. It's an important detail. This is called intermezzo or intermediate moves. If you are a diamond member on chess.com, there is one nice advantage you have, that you can go to chess.com/puzzles and train the theme that you want to. For example, you can click on intermediate move and train it. You can go to chess.com/puzzles and do it under custom training. Don't go to puzzle rush, go to custom training, and you can also put the rating level that you are training and so on. Oh, it's unfortunate that Gahan lost, but let's see. I think Vidit is having a decent position. The queen on d2 is hanging, so he will definitely move it maybe, or just exchange queen c3 and get his knight to g4. This is a possibility. So let's look at Vidit's game now. Like, let's remain here and see how he converts this. He has a time advantage though. He has 30 seconds more than his opponent. And remember guys, this is a time control in which the player gets 1 second increment per move. So even if you are like down to, let's say, less than 5 seconds, and if your position is winning, there are high chances that you can convert it. I think Vidit is slowly, pushing and bringing the game into his favor, because all his opponent's pieces are going back. Now see a4, and the knight will also go back very soon. He could play queen a1. Why exchange the queens? Yeah, he goes for queen b1, I think, which is also fine. Yeah, knight h7, very nice move. I like this move because he comes back with knight g5 on the next move. Yes, and then if bishop g8, he can always take e5. Also, he could push this rook a little bit. If the rook goes to d6, there is a fork. This is beginning to look good for Vidit. Once in VD's Discord, we were doing puzzle rush. Okay. 50 to 60 is a grandmaster range, I would say. I have been trying that every day. In the recent times, I think I reached 45 or 47. That was my highest. Suddenly, I feel the positions have become slightly more challenging, or maybe it's just that I haven't practiced enough. Yeah, b5 hangs. I think Vidit will convert this. He's already a piece up. So now let's move on to another game. Nitin is 2/2, and this is a good opportunity for him to get to perfect score of 3/3. Just that these pawns are annoying. g2, I don't see how he'll stop this. Like rook g5 and take this pawn. Yeah, this is not easy to defend. Oh, his opponent has given him a chance because the h6 pawn is dropped and his opponent has less time. Wow, anything could happen. d3 is not possible because of rook d8. Amazing, amazing. With just less time, Nitin was able to spot this. That's amazing. It's like just 2-3 seconds. He's going to mate. I'm sure he's going to mate. Rook b8 and then bring the queen. Queen b3, queen b2. I think eventually it will be a mate. F2 check was actually threatened, and yeah, fortunately he saw it. Yeah, good win by Nitin. Very good win against Kirill Shevchenko. Wow, nice. This was a nice one. So Vidit has won and Ratnakaran has lost. Praggnanandhaa has won against Mitrba. So let's look at this game. This time you see Praggnanandhaa using the London system against Mitrba with an early h4. Yeah, it's possible to do this, but must be done with some caution. I think it's much easier to do this after being Praggnanandhaa because h4 I wouldn't suggest generally, but yeah, it's possible to go that way. Like they say, don't try this at home without experience in the practice. Okay, I think the position is completely in his favor. The two knights, as you can see, there are some positions in chess in which we can see the position and just say white is better, but then there are also some positions in which you need to like concretely calculate to understand the evaluation of the position. Wow, look at this knight. I think it's a very nice game. I will definitely post this one. The damage done by those knights. Wow. Okay, we'll come back to it. Now I'm playing against Alexandra Kostyunik, who is also part of chess.com. She's a staff at chess.com Russia. Alright, I'm going to keep it simple. I have played against her before and had swindled it. This time she's going for the King's Gambit, and I have decided to not accept the Gambit but to go with the counter with d5. Knight f3, I'll go knight f6. So probably she is thinking there are different ways to play from this position. If you want to know the opening, I think it's called Falkbeer Gambit, maybe. But yeah, this is the usual King's Gambit. Queen e2. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm playing this system for the first time. Like, I haven't come across Queen e2 check before. Alright, so let's castle. And then maybe go c6. Queen b6, my opponent is going d4. On d5 I want to go bishop d6, and if bishop f4 I'll just take cd4. Okay, I've managed to hold on to my pawn, and I'm going to go rook e8 next. Okay, that's some progress, I think, because now even knight e3 kind of ideas are there. I could put my knight to e5. Yeah, my opponent has realized that things are not quite easy. I think knight c5, I have queen b6. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the evaluation of the position, but I feel black should be okay. On bishop takes f4, I have bishop d4 check. I have bishop into b2. Also queen h4 is in the air if I want to do. Knight c5, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, but this is a nice move. Yes, this is very much possible. I can go bd4 check first. I think I'll go bd4 check first. Rook e4 is possible. Actually, hg4 is not really a threat in this position. So I'll go f5, because hg4 there is queen h4. Oh, there is queen h3, so I'll have to settle with just fe4. That's the only move remaining. But the problem is, if the knight moves from e4, I have knight f2 check. Or I could just wait and not take the exchange. Could maybe play something fancy like rook e3. Let's see. The good thing here is I have time advantage. I have 1 minute more. Okay, it's a difficult position. I'm not sure what white will do in this one. Knight d2 possible, but the knight d2 is passive, and white would not want to play a passive move. Maybe bishop takes f4, but there is fe4. Knight c3. All right, now I can go knight f2 check if I want to, but bishop f4 is threatened. Can I do something about it? I think I will have to do knight f2. I don't see any immediate way. Knight e3, rook f4, knight f2. Let's go knight f2. Okay, so this is a position I will have to play. Maybe attack this bishop first. Queen f3, d6 is a possible threat. I'll just go rook d8. I want to exchange the rooks, but yeah, opponent is like bishop g3, which is a nice move. Bishop d6. Okay, rook d7. Bishop f4. Okay, queen f6. think I have to take this knight very soon. Knight b5. Okay, I'm able to take the pawn on b2, so I'll just take it. Bishop e5. Okay. Knight c7. Okay. Queen d5 check is coming. Oh, that's the idea. What do I do? I think rook d8, queen d5 check is coming. I think I should go rook queen d6, knight e8. What do I do? It's a difficult position suddenly. Not easy to parry this threat. Queen f7, knight e8, rook f8, queen d6, rook d8, queen d5, queen f7. Not easy. I think I will go with this. Rook e1. This king and pawn endgame, I'm not so sure. Who is going to? This is lost. This is lost. That was close. I think I ruined it with this blunder. d6, bishop e5. d6, maybe something else, but not bishop e5. After this, it's probably lost. Alright, in the game between Vidit and Fedatio, we can see Vidit is having 5 pawns, but at a bishop against a knight. Shouldn't draw, but you know, in this time trouble, anything can happen. So that was a close fight. Now white is suddenly winning after knight g7. This is going to end in a draw. Only Vidit can have any chance, if any. Like, I don't think there's anything left for the opponent. I mean, for white. Like on b3 he'll just take and oh, b3, knight b3, and then it's lost. Oh no. a4, that's all. Vidit has found it. What a swindle. Amazing win by Vidit. That was a very nice last minute decision. I think here he realized that this pawn is just coming, so he just marched with his king because now he knows he has to give up the bishop for the pawn. And so it was a right decision to go after the queen side pawns and march his own pawns. I think in this position, instead of knight c5, king d4 would have given him some chance. Like you play knight c3 and then a5, you just remain knight b5. You can't really push because of knight e3, and if you go a4, just knight check and then king b4, they should be a draw. But of course, not easy to play this when you are having less time. Here Artemev versus Inian, and Inian is playing black and it's a very good position. Okay, so f3, and then we have a traditional rook endgame in which Artemev has played the right move. This is the right move to make a draw. You have to just repeat and play king h3, yes, and not make any moves. Oh, now it's a draw, easy draw. Yeah, this is a draw. Artemev showing off his endgame theoretical skills. Very, very correct. Like, He was very accurate with his draw. Amazing. But that's still a good result for Indian. A draw is an amazing result against Artemev with the black side. Amazing. And Karthikeyan Murli also. Let's look at his results. I just missed his game. Vladislav Kovalev. Okay, so he was playing against him. Praggnanandhaa has defeated Alexander Fuhr. Okay, with 2 queens on the board. This time it's a King's Indian defense. Wow. Very deadly. Wow, look at those bishops. And now bishop into e2 would have won, but yeah, he went for queen g7. Wow, 2 queens. Nice. This is a checkmate, by the way. The king has nowhere to go. Alright, Gahan has drawn his game against Tactic Monster. And what else? Ronak Sadhwani is on 2.5. So, by the way, Grandmaster Sasikiran is also playing. We will have to take a look at his games as well. So, Grandmaster Krishnan Sasikiran is playing this tournament. I think we are going to have a short break now because we have 4 rounds. So, we have completed 4 rounds. So, after 4 rounds, Praggnanandhaa is on 4 out of 4. Hikaru Nakamura is on 4 out of 4. Harsha also 4 out of 4. And then we have Grandmaster Sasikiran on 3.5 out of 4. Then Vidit is also on 3.5 out of 4. We saw that he drew his game against Gahan and then he went on to win all the remaining until now. So it's going to be a very exciting contest with a lot of Indian players with perfect scores. Nitin is on 3/4. Then if you go slightly in the bottom, I think Karthikeyan Murli is on 3/4. Yes. Yeah. Aradhya Garg is on 3/4. A lot of players are on 3/4. Okay. So it's a break. So I will also take a break. Footsteps of Vishy sir, teleporting knights. Very nice comment. Yes, the Hawk. I also agree. So you are aware of how amazing Vishy sir is with the knights. I think yeah, we must definitely make a video on that, on the exciting knights of Viswanathan Anand, something like that. So do like the stream, guys. We have about 59. I think reaching 100 would be nice. All right. इंडिया से कौन कौन है यार? सौरव दास, आप पिंड मैसेज देख सकते हो. So we'll also put Sasikiran, and yeah, so Grandmaster Sasikiran is also here. अरे सौरव दास, आप देखो पिंड मैसेज. हमने बोला है पिन मैसेज में सब कुछ आप देख सकते हो. Yes, correct. So let's put this. देख सकते हो. All right. So just let me make a small post. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So I just made a post and just tagged a few players who are playing. I can 2550 puzzle, but also to the doesn't matter. Soumya Singh and the Hawk, don't see it that way, because you see in a game there are other aspects. Chess is not just tactics. There are other elements in chess, so you should not see it that way. But you should use tactics as a component. So don't see it that way. That okay, you are 2-5 there, but 1300 here. This rating is also measured on the kind of opponent you are playing. So let's say you play very well and you play against a strong player, your rating goes up like this. I think best is to focus on just improving, enjoying chess. Because if you just keep worrying about numbers, I think that's not why we play chess, isn't it? We play chess because we love it and we want to improve. So if your focus is on that, I think in no time you will see a progress that you have made. Maybe not consciously, but it's just a byproduct of just loving the game and playing the game just for the sake of it. So try this approach. Don't really think about numbers, rating. I have one trick. What you can do is you play online on chess.com, but just don't look at your opponent's name and rating. Okay, just play as if you don't know who you are playing, and just keep playing. And then you end up defeating a strong player, and then you see, oh, I have beaten somebody who's like 200 points higher than me. That I think is a good moment of joy. You can try this. And even puzzle rating, don't see the puzzle rating. Just keep doing and maybe try this for 2-3 days and see how it works for you. Okay, again f7 is hanging. I have already played this Halloween today against a candidate master. We reached the same position, and here the opponent had played d5, bishop a3, could be deadly, I don't know. Bishop a3, queen a3. So let's take this. Now my idea is f4, f5. Tactics generally don't come in game. Namit Singh Walia, I think we have played a game, probably in that Spanish event, and you saw that there were so many tactics coming, isn't it? I don't agree with this that tactics don't come at all. Definitely they come. So guys, do you want music or not? Let me know. I will switch on the music if you want music. Knight e7. He wants to establish a blockade on the f5 square. It's not easy, I think, for black to play this position, because after queen g6 there is g4. I don't know. Yeah, it's already winning. White is winning. Then I'll just take this. I can go rook g1, take and take, like this, push, then go queen e3. There's so many pawns up. Can go d5, e6, c4. So many pawns up, yeah. It's fun. But yeah, I have to be careful now. My opponent has threats. Queen g1 was a mating threat. Okay, be careful. Don't take things easily. I think now this is okay. I can afford to give a pawn. Because the threat is mating threat. I don't know how he's going to escape that. Yeah. So there you go. I've got, I think, good scores today. d6 takes king f8, d7, d6 ed, king f8, d7. I think it's gone. The pawn is gone. I mean, it's true. That's what I mean. And it's over. Great. Let's look at the leaders. Grandmaster Sasikiran is playing against Evgeny Postny from Israel, and he's a strong player. I have been watching the annotations reading the annotations right from my childhood. So for those of you who do not know what annotations mean, when there are some articles, people write and analyze those games. And he used to do a lot of annotations, like analysis of openings. So I look up to him. He's a very strong theoretician as well. At the same time, Grandmaster Sasikiran is also very good in openings. And I was fortunate enough to do an interview with him when he recently won a tournament. If you have not watched that interview, I think you must definitely watch it. There are a lot of good points to take away from that interview. Okay, now rook takes e5 is coming, but rook f7 and b7 both are hanging, so it's not an easy decision to make. I think king g8 possible, but yeah, he has decided to give away the pawns. Now the problem for for black is that on rook f5 there is always rook f1, and these pawns they can be. Also, he's decided to play rook a4 and pawn a4 and keep it that way. But you see, if you look at it technically, white is 2 pawns up, so the conversion should be easy. I think king g2, rook f4, pawn h4. Yeah, it would be an interesting endgame to watch. How will white convert this? Let's see. I think maybe with h3. And once he exchanges this, these 2 pawns are very good. Should be enough. That's what I feel. Yeah, white should be able to convert this. g4 check and king g3, and slowly white will push and drive this king behind. And now rook g6 is a problem because the g5 is falling. Okay, so good result for Postny. He moves on to 5 bar 5, and now Enavisak is playing against Vidit. Vidit is white in this game, and he's holding the position very strongly. But yeah, after bishop h5, I think this was a deliberate move. I don't think it was a blunder, because once the bishop moves, the h4 is dropping. Bishop f3 is rook f3, and b7 is under threat. c6. Yeah, but now I feel white is better because of active rooks. Suddenly it's changing because of the e5 pawn and the a5 pawn. Oh no. That's how fast sometimes things change. Highest raised. Yes, the hawk, you are right. You remember it. Wow. If you remember it, it means that the interview must have made some impression on you. I'm glad that you remember it. Highest raised, how are you doing? How are things at your place? And how are you spending your days? Are you following chess? h5, gh5, g6, king f6, g7, and then rook d8. Okay, now Visak is a pawn up actually, but I don't think it's going to be for a long time because the h5 is dropping very soon. I don't know, somebody offered a draw, but I don't know who. Should be a draw. I think they should take a draw. I'll keep playing. Alright, rook f8. Oh no, this is going to continue. King f6 and then okay, once these pawns are exchanged, I think draw. Then they might take a draw. e4, no, they don't want to go e4. I mean, Visak doesn't want to go e4. I'm surprised. Oh no. Alright, this will keep happening, I think. Eventually the game will end in a draw, once they exchange the pawns, but until then we'll have to wait for them to complete at least 50 moves without captures. Has anybody played 50 moves without captures in the chat? Enjoying chess? Okay, hello Deepak, how are you doing? Alright, there you go. Now Visak has drawn the game, so that means another draw for Vidit. Okay, Gahan MG has won his game. Praggnanandhaa has won the game, so now he goes to 5/5. Let's look at this game in which he has won with the knight coming to e7 and g6. What is the name of this opening? This is called the Morphy defense. Okay, I have to check this out. I thought it's called Archangelus, but yeah, it's something weird. A different kind of Archangelus. Alright, it's Ronak Sadhwani versus Vlad Sid and Inian versus Alexander Koschinowik. And at the same time, Vidit is playing against Quintiliano. Alright, so it's knight c3, knight f6, f4, another non-Rai Lopez. This is the Vienna game. Queen f3. Yep, I have faced this before. And let's go f5. What do I do? Queen f3. I think I'll go f5. Protect the knight. Bishop e6, knight c6, that's my plan. I'll just castle on the queen side. Looks safe to me there. I was worried about this knight g5. So I decided to put the king on the queen side. Hi Shrest. Good night Soumya Singh. Take care. Bishop knight mate. Okay. By the way, have you all tried the new product of chess.com? Chess.com/endgames. Have you tried the endgames? I think it's fun. And it's a good exercise to just see if you can beat the top scores. The best thing about this endgames product is for me is that it's good for all levels. I see that even a beginner can practice the king queen mates, double rook mates, knight bishop mate, double bishop mates, and as you go higher the topics are also slightly arranged in the increasing order of difficulty. So it's fun. The other day, Grandmaster Arjun Erigesi tried it during the stream. You can watch the stream live. I mean, the stream which I think which is visible in the channel. And again, that is also a very good interview to know more about Arjun Erigesi, what he does in his leisure time, how he practices chess, what are some of his book recommendations. All that you can see in the live stream, in the stream there. So this is a pawn sacrifice that I decided to go with. The Hawk, who said King's Gambit is bad? No, Shrest, I think King's Gambit is one of the good gambits. In fact, if you are more interested theoretically, you can also read the book written by John Shaw. Actually, it's a good opening. I feel it's a good opening and you can play it. But the only thing is you need to have a different understanding of chess. Like, positions become so complex that sometimes it's not easy to assimilate every detail. So I would suggest that you play King's Gambit, but with some study. Like, study the history, study some themes. Sometimes the king comes in the center and walks, and sometimes you have to give a piece, like just like that, sacrifice a piece and play. So all these things are not easy to play if you are new to chess, but if you study some things, then play King's Gambit. I think it's definitely worth playing. In fact, I have faced King's Gambit thrice in my tournament practice, and yeah, I had interesting games in both the cases. It's definitely worth playing King's Gambit. It's a dangerous opening against an unprepared opponent. Like, if your opponent has no clue, definite chances for you to win. But against a prepared opponent, yes, you will have some resistance. Like, he will play the right moves, then you will have to play accordingly. Yeah, you can say that, but that's like downplaying yourself a lot, I would say. In general, I think it's a good idea to play King's Gambit with some study. I think that's a better way to put it than saying that Bomb Cloud would work. Bomb Cloud is working at all the levels, you see, not just at below 1200 level. Okay, if I take the pawn on h5, he'll take the pawn on d5, but I have queen e2 check. Can I go queen f3, king f3? No, I have to do something about the d5 pawn. So what do I do? g4, queen g4 will just give away the pawn. I think I'll just maintain my queen and just play g4. e6, okay, go h5. How did I win? Oh, I won on time. Okay, that was surprising. I also did not expect that. Okay, so let's look at this game between Indian and Alexander Kostyunik. Indian is 2 pawns down, but has still got chances, I think. Yeah, it's a good position. Still he has chances in time trouble. Fight is objectively winning, but knights could be tricky. Oh, she has got a winning sequence. Now it's not possible to do anything because this is winning sequence is there. I think just d7 and knight b7. Probably missed by her right now, but eventually she will find it. I'm sorry, this position is winning. I just did not see the d pawn coming so quickly. Then the other game is Praggnanandhaa playing white here. I think bishop c4 he could have done, but he goes for rook c3. Praggnanandhaa is a pawn down, but we have seen him come back from worse situations, so I think he still has chances. Also considering the fact that opponent has very less time, he also has less time, but Praggnanandhaa seems, I actually fancy his chances more. Now, yeah, it's all ending, all drying up, and it's going to end in a draw. He goes for f6. Interesting. Rook g3. Okay, so this game will be a draw. I was expecting a win here from Praggnanandhaa, but yeah, I think this is going to be ending in a draw. This is going to end in a draw, and Vidit is winning against Quintiliano. Has won his game. Amazing. Then we have Aradhya Garg playing against International Master from Spain. And here Aradhya is white and is a pawn up. But yeah, it's not easy to convert because the c4 pawn is hanging and c5 seems necessary. Now d6 seems necessary, and then rook d4. Yeah, so this rook will go for this pawn, this rook will go for this pawn, and it's going to be a draw. Wow, you see the twist in the story. Praggnanandhaa has lost the game. Oh, so his opponent got the pawn on h3, and once he got the pawn on h3, he got the exit with rook g5. Wow, unexpected blow for Praggnanandhaa, who is now trailing the leader by 1 full point. And on the other side, if you look at the standings after round 5, I think Hikaru is on 5.5 out of 6. Yes, Jobava Bahadur is leading with 6/6, and from India you see Praggnanandhaa, Vidit Gujarati, both of them are on 5/6. But important to note that Vidit has not lost a game yet. He has drawn 2 games. And yeah, then there is Sasikiran on 4.5. Arjun Elias is also playing, guys. I just forgot about it. I am seeing his name now. Arjun Elias is on 5 out of 6. So we'll also keep a look at his games in the remaining rounds. Ronak Sadhwani is on 4.5 out of 6. Still anything could happen. Just a few more rounds left. I am on 4 points right now. Karthikeyan Murli is also on 4. Just 17 likes shy of 100. 17 of you are here. Just hit the like button, and I think we will eventually reach 100 likes. The next game is about to start soon. Hi Vatsal Singh, how are you doing? How is life? And what's the latest news from your side? So there you go, that was the last game that was going on, and we will now have the next round. I'm playing against Alex Rustemov. Alright, I'm going with d4 now. d4. Next, g6, let's go h4. If my opponent's going g6, let's go h4. And knight f6, let's go knight c3. I have now converted the game into the Jobava London, you can say. I'll go e3, bishop e2 and play h5. h5, already a threat. Alright, my opponent defends it. If my opponent castles on the king side, I am going to enjoy this, but it's very less likely. Let's see, because I have this g4 brick, and most chess plans are based on pawn bricks. So if you understand this, then it's very easy to immediately spot what is the idea that you want to what is that one idea that you want to play for in that position. So here this move is slightly desperate, I agree, but I just felt like playing. After knight e5, I had this in mind with bishop e5. Now I can take this and take this. I think I'll do that. And then h5 is also coming very soon. This king will start feeling slightly uncomfortable. That is why I won't exchange queens, because I want to maintain queens. And this is a position in which this king on e8 doesn't know where to go. In Hindi we can say na ghar ka na ghat ka kind of a situation. Like in Hindi, I mean. Because it just doesn't know where to go. So he will have to create his escape route on his own. I think I will also have these ideas of getting the knight, reroute. So you see how desperately he has blocked the h5 brick, because very crucial. And now I am going to go knight g3. And yeah, I am okay with him taking the pawn, I think. If he takes the pawn, I take, he takes. Possible? But I think I will just ignore that pawn. If he takes it, I'm happy with it. If he doesn't take it, I'm happy with that as well. So this was the plan I had. And now let me go fe5 and go rook f1. Alright, I'm a pawn down in the position, but I think it's okay. The position is fine. Let's go rook g1. And let's make up what they call the Luft for the king. And rook f3. Why? He wants to go rook f2. Alright. I think I'm okay with that. I'm just protecting the pawn. Go rook e2, question this queen a little bit. Can go rook e1, again question the queen. Question the queen. Supporting the pawn simply. I don't know, maybe he's offering a draw. He wants to go rook check. I'm saying okay, you're welcome. Queen e1, what is his idea? If I go queen d3, I don't know, that's already supported. So I just go king b4 and take the pawn on d2. Like, I want to take this pawn. I don't know who is offering me a draw, whether it's my opponent, but okay, never mind. I'll just take these pawns. Rook g2, he wants to go g3. Okay. Alright, I think now it's time to roll the pawns. So I'll start with c4. This is the lost endgame. I should have realized it much earlier, I think. Yeah, this is lost one. Okay, interesting game between Harsha Bhatkoti and Vidit. Vidit is on 5. Harsha is also on 5. And both are having less than 30 seconds. Yeah, Harsha has 29, Vidit has 13. If you look at the position, Harsha has double bishop advantage. And this pawn on c5 doesn't look like a strong pawn, because these two pieces can just attack it, and Vidit will have to struggle hard to defend it if he wants to. I think bishop d6, the pawn is already dropping, as you can see. Wow, very consistent play there by Harsha, but the catch here is the a3 pawn is likely to fall as well. You see, and then he'll play bishop b2 probably, but he did not. Now knight d4 is hanging. He'll just take this pawn. So Harsha Bhatkoti remains on top in this position, and since it's an opposite colored bishop endgame, we still can't really say that white will have it easy. So he's a pawn up here. Harsha is a pawn up, but it's not going to be easy. And Vidit is very good with endgames. You see, he has found a way to immediately exchange the knights. But the question is whether white can create a passed pawn without having a blockade. If there is a blockade in opposite color bishop endgames, then it's an easy draw. But if there is no blockade, then white goes with his pawns. Hit that like button. 16 likes for. Now it's just 9 likes. You are right. That's the news. That's the news. Tournament link is here. The tournament link. Anubhav, Utkarsh. Hello, how are you all doing? Hi Vatsal. Yes, you are right. Ronak did very well in the Arena Kings. I did not watch the games, but yes, I did read the news report. Alright, so this is the position right now. Oh, which game did I go to? I went to a different game. Wow, so Harsha Bhatkoti has won this game. So what he did, he first put the pawns on the dark squares, which is something that I would think twice before doing. Then he goes f5 pawn break. This bishop is not able to see this pawn on c5. And with that factor, I think is able to win. Wow. Amazing win then. So Grandmaster Harsha Bhatkoti has won his game against Vidit. So I think. Oh, then there was another exciting match between Praggnanandhaa and Volodar Musin. Again, clash between juniors. Wow, knight d4, nice tactic. He can't take on d4 because of the fork that ultimately comes on f3. Alright, now it's Praggnanandhaa versus Harsha Bhatkoti. Wow, again a very exciting clash. Alright, so I'll try to finish my game quickly. Let me try attacking my opponent with g5. Let's see. I'm going to try the g5 push. Yeah, there you go. That is g5. So I did it as soon as he castled, showing my intentions that I want to attack in this game. And yeah, I can go h5, I can go rook g8. What do you want me to do? I think I'll go g4. I don't know if this was a blunder. because I just got a free pawn. Vidit is playing against Karthik and Murli. Wow, another exciting clash up. So here Vidit has actually tried the tango. No, it's Karthik and Murli who has tried the tango. F4. Alright, I understand this move. I'll just go F5. Or I can just go Bishop G7. I think I'll go Bishop G7. If he takes the pawn, I'll take it with the knight and attack this bishop. Hi Rushil, how are you? I should also try Arena Kings next week. I think it's late at night. That's the only concern. Yeah, you are right. That's the goal. At Arena Kings, it's more important to play and win quickly. F6 is a possible threat. But then I'm afraid my queen might not feel so comfortable, but looks like I have no choice. Based on the risky opening that I've played, I think this is the best you can get for swallowing a pawn out of greed. Okay, I'm going King E7 because I want to take this pawn with the knight. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of Indian versus India clashes today. But 10:30, when does it end, Rushil Shah? Do you know when does it end? I think it goes on for like hours. Hi Kulwant. I'm doing okay, thank you. How are you doing? I want to go C6. But yeah, it's not fun, this position. So I want to go C6. How are you doing, Kulwant? So the good news is we have reached 100 likes. That's amazing. Someone from India made a draw with it. Yeah, Visak and Gahan, both of them drew. Okay, so I'll try and see when the knockouts are this time and try to play it. Okay, C6, Queen D4, then D5. I think I can go C6. Oh, this check I did not expect. Seriously, did not expect. Harsha defeated Vidit. That's right. You're right. It was an opposite color bishop endgame. Definitely, he deserves all the credit. He played really well, Harsha. So now Harsha is playing against Praggnanandhaa. You can see this is a game, but Praggnanandhaa is white, and I think just rook takes pawn. Just free pawn. Can't take this because the queen hangs. Yeah, you see, Praggnanandhaa has spotted it, and Harsha is really in danger in this game. Then there is Vidit versus Karthikeyan, where Vidit is, I think, having a good position. But yeah, objectively it's equal, but I like white. Bishop b3. Wow, very good. I think I'll just run with my king, or just go knight d3 and then take this bishop. Is it a good moment to take this pawn? Alright, the thing is I must support both these pieces. Can I do it at the same time? That's the question. I have to come back all the way to see it. Ah, this knight fell now. This is lost. It's time to pack my bag in this game. Not much is left, but okay. Small tactics. I'm just playing for small tactics. Let's see. Like h5, h4, and push this bishop away. And that also he has seen and has stopped. So very little to play for in this game right now. Oh, I just saw that my opponent has very less time. Okay, that's a reason to play. Okay, well played. Alright, let's see what's happening in the other games. Okay, so Harsha has lost, Praggnanandhaa has won. In this game, Rook C2 and Vidit should be winning. Yeah, this is winning. Rook F2 is met by Queen E3 and oh, but he's not really playing that. Yeah, now H2 is hanging, F1 is hanging. Wow, so Karthikeyan Murli has won this game. Okay. So the Black Knight's tango worked in this game. But how did he win? Let's understand. For a moment it looked like everything is in control. Okay, this position is at least equal. But yeah. Suddenly the back rank seemed very weak. I think the decision to go all out there proved to be very risky, and Karthikeyan found his way to win the game. Wow. So that means then who else? Nitin is on 5.5. So if you look at the scores right now, Praggnanandhaa is on 7 out of 8 games, and so is Hikaru Nakamura. And Grandmaster Sasikiran is on 6.5 out of 8. So yeah, so these two Indians have good chance of finishing in the top. Okay, this game has ended in a draw. Yeah, so now there is a break again. Hemant Sharma. Make the thumbnail interesting. Okay, I will try. Do you have any ideas on how the thumbnail should be? Hi, Bill Eid or Bilid. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mayur Mahamuni. I don't think so. Vidit is one of the best players of India, and I think he'll definitely make it big. It's just that there are no tournaments nowadays. That is why you might be feeling so, Mayur. You saw him that he did very well in some of his games recently online. But again, online chess is completely different. Um, so I don't think it's correct to say that he's not interested in competitive chess. It's just that the current situation is such, in fact, Vidit was actually preparing for Asian Continental to the tournament that was supposed to happen in a hybrid format. But due to the situation in India, Indians are not able to participate in that event. Alright, so we have reached 118 likes. I'm very happy with that. Thank you very much. Even the best of players are not able to play on-board tournaments. Mayur, I don't think it's just about Vidit or top 10 of Indian players. I can see that, for example, even in my own case, I have not been able to play for a really long time, and I was actually, in fact, preparing quite a lot in the first few months of 2021 because I knew I was going to play a tournament in April. But then that event got cancelled. So yeah, it's not just Vidit. I think most the players who are playing, or let's say the regular players who usually play tournaments, they've all been impacted by this. But yeah, I think eventually 2022 we'll all be able to return back to normal. Rao Krishna, yes, two Indians have chances. Praggnanandhaa and Grandmaster Sasikiran. So Mayur, where are you from? And are you also practicing chess every day? I think it's a good idea, like make it a ritual. Mayur, Rahul, Vatsal, Hemant, practice chess every day, do something connected to puzzles, end games. Because I think once we all return back to normal, all of you will have opportunities to play in tournaments. There will be tournaments organized like below 1600 or unrated tournament, just tournament for just unrated events. So when the tournament arrives, I think you can be ready for it. So you can maybe put in some efforts and do some puzzles, study some classic games, read some chess books. This is a good time to be at home and practice chess. Alright, is there any Grandmaster from India whose games we haven't seen? There is this Grandmaster Nirupal Das, and let's see how he played this one. To all those who have just started chess, I think it's important to know here that not to play knight takes pawn. This is a blunder. Don't take this pawn because white has knight takes f7. So you just play knight a5 and then give up the pawn and then play. So the moves played by Grandmaster Nirupal Das are correct. He launched a deadly attack on the black king. Yeah, then rook f2 check is also coming. Very convincing win by Grandmaster Nirupal Das. Okay, I am now playing against Tiwakas Salama from Greece, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Let's go with e4. d6. All right, d4. Philidor. Let's exchange queens and play this time. Knight d7. Okay. I'm threatening knight takes e5. I don't know how he's going to defend this. He goes that way. Alright. So if I take bishop f6, he wants to take gf6. Okay. I see it. I'll go bishop e5. Attacking this. I'm actually threatening knight e5. No, I'm not threatening knight e5 yet. I'm threatening bishop d7, knight d7 and then knight e5. This is my threat. So if he takes knight takes e5, I have rook d8 mate. So this is my deep calculated trap. Yeah, Vatsal Singh, form is used in chess as well. Hi Memedao. Oh, good to know, Mayur. Rapid time control. Yes, that's a good one. I think it's a good idea to play rapid time control. Yes. You also learn more that way, I feel. You can also play these tournaments. Like you go to chess.com/live under tournaments tab. You can actually play rapid events. Like there are some arena events going on. So you can play one of them, I think, like 15 minutes Swiss, 30 minutes Swiss, and you will get players who are also interested to play long games. Hi Shaurya, how are you doing? The pawn on e4 is hanging, so let's protect it. I want to go f3, maybe g4. Okay, let's take this. And maybe try to activate the king. King e3, knight a4, I have no answer. Knight a4, I have at least rook e3 here, so I am just moving back with the king. So I also have to start something like g3 and f4. What is Vidit's position? I am not sure. Hi Manish Joshi. Hi Shaurya. 3 times you played. Okay. 4th, 5th. Okay. But keep playing. Eventually there will come a time wherein you will be in the top 3. Then that is how life works. One day you are here. The next day you go slightly ahead. By the way, do you all know the origin of chess, like how chess started and what are the stories associated with how chess was invented? What does he want? He wants to come here. I think I have to play rook d1 or rook g3. So I'll just go with rook g3. f5 or e5. Chaturanga, yes. So I think this is an article you will really like. So do read this article if you haven't read it yet. Idea is knight g5. Let's see. I think the best result for me here is a draw. But yeah, if it's more, I am happy to take it. Let's see. It's just king d7 and I think I'm lost. Oh, this I am not sure. The move that he played, I am not sure. Now maybe I have some chance. Knight f8, knight d4, knight g5. Okay. Okay, it's not so easy. Oh, he has a3. He did not say that. This should be a draw. He's not accepting my draw first. Okay, great. So let's look at the game of Praggnanandhaa. Grandmaster Sasikiran has won against Rameshbabu, which is a good result. And we see Praggnanandhaa also inching closer. I think he's out of danger already. Oh, you have read. Good to know. You won bronze in both blitz and bullet. Wow. Interesting end game. Howದು ವಿಶಾಖ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೀವಿರೋ ಜಾಗ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ನೀವು ಆರಾಮ? No, I think they should be considered a different format. 2 plus 1 is different and 3 plus 0 is different, because in 3 plus 0 it doesn't matter if you are a queen up, you lose on time, it's gone. But in 2 plus 1 there is always hope that even if you are ahead in material or let's say and you have very less time, then you still have chance because you have increment. So Praggnanandhaa has won, great, and Sasikiran has also won. So great news for Indian fans, I think. This is a Moscow. Very fighting player. You see Jobava is going for opposite side castling positions. Takes the pawn there. Is given the exchange. Fireworks everywhere. Wow. Very deadly. In the last few moves I did not understand what was happening. It was so unclear. What a flashy game this one. Ultimately he won because he ran out of time. So Jabava Bahadur ran out of time in this position, which is still not over because white has rook h1, black has queen g5, but still a lot of play left. Very interesting game, I think. It's a pity that the game ends here, but I think we missed out on a lot of entertainment after this position. Rook h1, queen g5, and then g4. I am playing against Chess Cat. I have played against her before. And Praggnanandhaa is, I think, playing against Artimev. Again, a very exciting game to follow. Alright. I think we are in round number. Yeah, exotic princess. That's what he has in his username. Yeah, this is round 10, and after this we have one more round. So all those who have just joined, just do a like, just click on like, and it will help in reaching a lot of players. Alright, until my opponent makes her move, let's focus on Praggnanandhaa versus Artemev. So Artemev is white, and yeah, my opponent has finally made her move. I don't know, she might take more time to make this move. Alright, that was fast. E3, knight f6, a3, a5, b3, I think I'll go d6, and I'll just throw a surprise h5 somewhere. Threatening ED. My opponent played h4. Wow. You know, I was talking about playing h5, and yeah, that's how life is sometimes. Just the role reversal here. Suddenly, I had decided to go h5, but yeah, my opponent did it. Alright, then let's go to the game. H6, F6. No problem. Okay. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್, ಬಟ್ ಆನಂದ್ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ G3 got his Sasikiran. I can't really say when the tournaments will resume. ಬೆಳಗಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮಯಾಂಕ್, and hello Divyansh. Could be, I don't know, I have not observed the internet of Jabava to comment on it. Is the knight coming to g5? Yes, knight is coming. Can I do something about it? Yeah, I can go h6 and stop it. If my opponent goes 000, I have bishop e4, queen e4, knight takes f2. Let's see. Rook d1. My pawn is under attack. I think I have to take this. Bishop e4. Or what else do I have? It's a very tricky position. I'll go knight f6. I'll let my opponent take on d6. I think this is fine. Okay, I'll just go rook d8. If the knight moves, I want to go bishop e4. Okay, I'm happy to take this pawn. Queen c5, okay. I think bishop a8. I'll maintain the pieces as much as I can. As we enter the last portion, I think it's important to maintain as many pieces to keep that tension. Bishop check, alright. King goes to h7. This is a check I overlooked completely overlooked. Can I go queen f7? It's too much. It's unbelievable the kind of blunders I made in this game. Definitely not at my best. Ah, even knight e4 is not coming. That's bad. Alright, so I'm just finding where is the resign button. That was a bad one. Alright, let's look at the leaders from the Indian side. Okay, we have Praggnanandhaa, who is, I think, in a worse position because opponent has double bishop, rook d1 is coming. I like his opponent's position more. But on the other side, let's look at Grandmaster Sasikiran. Where is he? Yeah, he's playing here against Joppy 2. I think that's Jan Forrest. Jan Forrest. Yeah, that's his name. Jan Forrest. So Sasikiran is an exchange up. I think he has a good position. Wasn't knight f2 a move? I think yeah, knight f2 was possible. After queen c5 was knight e4 possible? No, knight e4 he'll just take knight takes e4. Can you tell what happens after knight f2? He's losing. I think after knight f2, after which move knight f2? After bishop f8. Knight f2, he'll just take king takes f2, I think. And I don't know what I should go for. Maybe rook d6. This I missed. I think knight f2 was possible. I missed rook d6 because if he plays rook d6, there is knight e4. I missed this. I did not see this. So yes, knight f2 was a good move, I think. Queen takes c6 is there, but you can take this. I could have played like that. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Meanwhile, watch the game between Forrest and Sasikiran. Okay, so that's great news. Grandmaster Sasikiran has won on time and his position is also winning, yeah. Alright, back. But knight takes queen would hang. Knight takes queen, yeah. Okay, good, you got it. Now it's 8.5 out of 10, so we'll definitely keep an eye on Grandmaster Sasikiran. I think he has the best chance to finish in the top 3. Meanwhile, Vaishali is playing against Aradhya Garg, and it's going to end in a draw. N.R. Visak and Arjun Erigesi are also on 8 out of 10. I think this was a Title Tuesday filled with a lot of Indian Grandmasters, yeah. A lot of Grandmasters played this event. And Hikaru is on 7 out of 10 right now. I think that's very rare that you see Hikaru on 7 out of 10. You usually see him 9 bar 9, 8 bar 9 or 7.5 bar 9. Now it's like, okay, this is going to end in a draw. Let me see if there is any other interesting game. There's this game that's going on. White will eventually win this game thanks to the extra pawn. Rook e7 draw. Ooh, just missed rook e7 draw. Oh no. So in this position, guys, after rook here, just rook takes rook is a draw because this pawn is hanging, and if he takes this king g7, it's a draw. It was missed by the opponent, by this guy. And now they're going to play this. Okay. Show Prague. Okay, I will show Prague. Where is Praggnanandhaa? Praggnanandhaa lost. Unfortunately, he lost to Artimev, as you can see on the board. So at the moment, the best chance, I think only Grandmaster Sasikiran has the best chance. So I'm going to try the Smith-Morra Gambit. So yeah, it's no longer a Smith-Morra because my opponent did not accept the Gambit, which I had so willingly given. So it's going to be French without the C pawns. But yeah, I'll just keep an eye on the game between Vladimir Kovalev and Grandmaster Sasikiran. Very important game. This is the final round, guys. I think I can take this. Go knight c3. Go knight g5. Take this as well. Bishop g5. Bishop g5. He cannot castle in this position. That's the point. If my opponent castles, the h7 is hanging. Knight d4, I don't approve so much, but possible. If the knight moves, I have knight e6. N7 is also a possibility now. NB3. Wow, it's very strange the way my opponent is playing. But I think I can take knight e6 first. What else do I have? My opponent has offered a draw. I think I'll just take it. Best is I take because I don't know the evaluation. It's better to focus on the game of Hare Krishna. Let's see. So this is a game where Hare Krishna is white, and if you see the pawns, white has 6 pawns and black also has 6 pawns. But still black has some chances right now because black has this open file in the control, and this knight has a beautiful square on d3. But let's see if Grandmaster Sasikiran can do some magic and get the position back. Meanwhile, Praggnanandhaa is playing against Daniel Lavritsky. Wow. He seems to be having an advantage. Yeah. The board looks so different from both sides at the first sight. Yeah. Alright. I'll keep my eyes on this game. Rook f1. I think now he'll try to create some play with knight g5. Yeah. h6, maybe knight e4, threatening knight f6. Some players might be tempted to take on b2. I don't know, maybe that's a possibility. But queen f5 is coming. Or rook f8 is also a possibility. Black could just play rook f8, prevent all queen f5 ideas. White could also play queen h5 then h6. Something like this could happen. But yeah, knight f4 happened. I think now rook d1 is a good move. Attacking the queen and pushing this queen away from the range of g2. He goes for g3. Queen g2 mate. Oh my god. Oh. So there you go. He missed the mate in one. Alright, so who do we have in the list then? Praggnanandhaa versus Dania might be a draw. Let's see. So that means Praggnanandhaa is the only hope right now. Yeah, they play really well. That's there. I mean, we can't deny that. Russians are strong. I've played in Moscow around 3 times, and yeah, I can say that they are really strong. Alright, but the position right now is actually in black's favor. This position. You see all the active pieces. The rook on a1 is still not really out. Still has to come out. Rook b1 has to be done. But let's see. But remember, white is a pawn up, and all this activity forms black's compensation. But such compensations are temporary if black doesn't get anything concrete immediately. So it's like this. One player has material, another player has compensation. If both sides play correct moves, I think it will be slightly better for white from what I see. Because there is it's not easy for black to penetrate into the white's army. Like getting a rook on the 7th rank would be an achievement, but in this position it's not so easy for black. This is the last round. Ritu Patel, do you have like some statistics, or are you just saying out of a general count? Yeah, Vatsal, that happens. Sometimes grandmasters also make one move blunders. We are all humans, isn't it? So I think 2 more likes and we'll reach 150 likes, which is a good number. So all those who are here, just hit the like button, and we will surpass 150 likes on this stream. I think which is good for a title Tuesday. I think that rook might feel uncomfortable after a few moves. Yeah, because you see no squares. There are no squares available for the rook. And now e4 is going to come very soon. He got a square. By the way, Daniel Narodsky has just got 1 second, okay? Just 1 second. I think Praggnanandhaa is going to win this one. Wow, good win by Praggnanandhaa. So, in this title Tuesday, Praggnanandhaa again tops. Ritu Patel, I have not put the evaluation bar deliberately because I do not want to look at the engine during the game. But maybe next title Tuesday I'll put the evaluation bar. Thumbnail is amazing. Thank you, Rajshekhar. Just I think half an hour back somebody told me that they want me to change the thumbnail, but I'm glad you like it. I like it very much. It's made by our editor. So there's still some games going on. Karthikeyan is playing against a grandmaster from Russia, and Vidit has won his last game and he scored 8 points out of 11. So this is the last Indian game going on. There's also Indian playing. He's playing on 8 as well, I think. I'm not sure. Let's come back to this one. King c3, and yeah, looks like he's going to win this one. a5 pawn hangs, and yeah, 2 pawn advantage is enough. I think enough to win. King b5 and then knight c4 check. Knight c4, yes, and then king b5. King b5 could have been possible. He's going to play knight d4 check. And then he's going to push this pawn. a5 check, so no a5, because that will ruin all the chances. Also, Vandika Agarwal was playing this title Tuesday. She's got 5.5 and she's black in this game. King at 6. This is lost. Because then rook at 7 and g5 is his winning. Now g5. G5 is the way to go. Ah, I'm not sure now. Actually, it's white who has to accept a draw. Yeah, I'm sorry about that endgame. This is a draw. Yeah, this is a draw. Alright, so that was the last game. Just wanted to show how white actually wins in this position. Here the correct move is to play rook c7, and when they play rook b8, you play rook c6, and then you play g7. This is the winning method. Then this rook comes here to f6, and then you go rook f8 check. So just so that you know, I'm just showing you this is the winning pattern. You play rook f8, and then you play gf8, and then you play g5. So this is the winning endgame. This is how you win the endgame with 2 pawns. You play rook f7 and then give it on f8, and then transpose into a winning pawn game. This is what I meant when I said white is winning, but she did not do this. Instead, she just played g5, and the position was winning. Suddenly it's a draw because of rook a1, and now you see black is threatening rook h1 mate. If you do rook c7, black is winning with rook h1. Alright, that was fun. That was a nice endgame to watch. And yeah, so we have a new winner, Levan Pantasulaya. So in this title Tuesday, it is Praggnanandhaa who tops among the Indians and will be in the thumbnail tonight. The next position goes to Grandmaster Sasikiran. He is followed by Arjun Ergesi and Anna Visak, and then there is also Vidit Gujarati, Harsha Bharat Koti, Ronak Sadhwani, and all the other players. Pragopi. Thank you, Vatsal. Sritu Patel, yes, I know Ival bar is good. Maybe next time I will put it. Yeah. Alright, so I'll put the thumbnail next time. And thank you for all the likes. Thank you for being here. I will see you again with another title Tuesday, and I'll probably see you in another video. Do keep supporting us and keep practicing every day. It's important that you remain consistent with chess practice to keep improving, and I'll see you all again in another stream. Until then, take care and bye bye, good night. I'm sure Ronak Sadhwani will make a comeback, Sritu Patel. This is chess. It's a tough game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and that's also how life works sometimes. Alright, take care, good night, bye bye, bye bye everyone.